Inside handoff, Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a gain of a yard there. Now it'll be third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on third down, Jackson. He'll try to pick it up himself. And it will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A first down carry for Henry. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 43. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Jackson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Second and 10. Now Jackson. Underneath here to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
First and 10 on the 19-yard line.
What? Go.
Now it's Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter. curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Complete. Smith has it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
He'll try to do it himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
In motion left goes Smith. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Now it's Jackson. Makes a connection with his running back, Derrick Henry. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 54 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a one-point lead.
Ravens 15, Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 6. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. To throw on second and 6. Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
3rd and 2.
Looking to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Out left to Dotson. And he is going to lose yardage here. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2.
Let's go. Trimmer.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Here's
Jackson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground.
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 40 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 4th quarter lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. That's caught at the run. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Eagles.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Oh no, he lost the football.
Oh, come on! How did he not get that?
Hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Mechie, the man in motion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And the Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd down.
The Ravens 13-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
Ravens 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
180.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
180.
Throwing, Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
For the two-point conversion.
Now Jackson. And this is caught. And it's a three-point game.
Makes the score. Ravens 29.
So that effort gives them a three-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. He's back to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Second and 5. At the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4. Now Hurts changing up the play.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Back to throw. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And he is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Sheds off the tackle. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. Wide open receiver complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's Jackson. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Jackson going to keep it.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Here's second and a yard. Jackson. Jackson going to keep it.
And he just chopped that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now. Jackson to throw.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Ravens are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Baltimore first down.
Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a one-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't it feel like it just leaves them asking what could have been? So many moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game. And let's face it, none bigger than that final snap that just fell short.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.
can't believe we're here. Channel my inner Magic Johnson. I'm not going to be here. I am going to be here. I work every day during the season. If you'll allow me to channel my inner Magic Johnson, the winner of tonight's game is going to win the World Series. The World Series is on the line tonight.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10.
Quickly, inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Off the edge and right to the ball that time was Kyle Van Noy.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Kyle Van Noy. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Phil King.
They'll set up a throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, he didn't. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Jackson now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now it's Jackson. And this is incomplete.
Intended for Rashad Bateman. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 14.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20.
A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Tyler Loop now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Eagles nothing.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st down. A gain of 19 yards. And
Here's Hurts to throw.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Running left, it's Barkley. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. He's got Dallas Goedert. He's tied in over the middle.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and goal.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Up the middle with Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, don't you?
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Oh my God, dude.
Barkley, as the 1st half is winding down.
Fuck
And the
me,
Eagles
man.
have a chance to tie the
gotta
game
be
here in
better.
the final seconds of the half.
I gotta pick that
On for
up.
the extra
Something.
point, Jake Elliott.
Oh, that's piss
It's
poor.
up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own
The
18-yard
Baltimore
line.
offense at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. Still on his feet. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers. In the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
Jackson now. A final shot before break. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Oh, good return up past the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Hey, middle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
That's returnable now for Smith.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half is theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
24-yard line.
Back to throw here. Thrown over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, There's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And Jackson throwing once more. They set up the screen for Henry. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No, we changed it. Hey, Alpha, sit hot. Sit hot.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal, a rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Well, a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Real quick. Ready, shot.
There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They start to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And Andrew's going to have a Ravens first down as he's up to the 40-yard line.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a first down.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one, and on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DeAndre Hopkins from 3 yards out.
And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
49ers nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Purdy. He'll get this out right here.
And it's a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it. Down the left sideline.
And he'll return it to the 24.
Open right on mine.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it, They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
The Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They're hot. What are they?
Now Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's got some room to operate. And it is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. There are several elements.
I just fucking do it. Oh no. How fucking far is it away?
In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas. Host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. And off we go from Arlington. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
It's not.
Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. Into space at the 45. Mark Andrews. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on two more. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. So the aggressiveness pays off right away. And just like that, the lead is 8-0.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create. Man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Right to the air is Prescott. He's got a man. It's C.D. Lamb. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Second down, Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. He's hit after the catch, and the ball goes free. And the Ravens have come up with the football. Well, sometimes the offense tries to make a little too much happen, try to pitch it around, get an extra few yards, except they lose the ball, and the defense will take over.
Mike, you're exactly right. That is what happened here. That's just a prime example of a player just doing a little too much. Just secure the ball, get as many yards as you can, and make sure your team ends up still possessing the ball.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 7. From the gun, Jackson. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down and 7.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, Baltimore.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Jackson now on second down. To the outside. Catch made by Hopkins. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's first and goal. Now Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Go ahead. Middle. Get up.
Second down. Jackson out to his right. And he'll take it on in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. Make it 2 touchdowns in the very first quarter of play. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have it. Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Here comes a return from the 5. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. So after 1, It's the Ravens out front. We're back to Arlington in a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. First carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Prescott to his main man Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They put Pickens in motion. Dak can throw it here on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Now Prescott. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Prescott again. To the left side. He's got Tobin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Yeah! There we go!
On 2nd down, it's Dak. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott. This is a short one was caught by Ferguson. Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout. And they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down.
Everybody kill!
They'll go for it. It's Williams. And he's not going to get there. Couple of yards short. And this is going to be a turnover on down.
Go. No.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
At the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Going to go right back to Henry. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
3 yards.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
Ravens.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. Inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 81 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. No problem there on the extra point. And the Ravens add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Cavante Turpin on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he's caught downfield by Pickens. Now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down, Prescott. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football at their own 40.
At their own 40-yard line.
No, we changed it. 180. Sit hard. 180. Sit hard.
On first and 10, Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Jackson moving to his right. Now he'll run. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard
Jackson
line.
now to throw on first down. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Prescott on first down. Short throw, caught by Ferguson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
5-yard gain on the play.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had third and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Tackle there by Trenton Simpson. From the 46. Here's second and 8. Dak to throw. Throw, left side, caught by Ferguson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
In the middle of the field, it's taken by CeeDee Lamb. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First and 10. To the air again. Prescott. Left side. Caught by Lamb. And he will get into the end zone. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. On the give, here's Henry. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard.
Brings up second and 1.
They'll go again here with Henry. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Alpha, sit up! Ready!
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now, Jackson. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. They're going to work this down inside the 45. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air, Mike. You're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
And a Raven first down.
On the handoff, it's Henry. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. It is 2nd and 9.
Nice shot. Sit on. Ready. Ready, sit on. Sit on.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
25-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Oh, a loose football. And the Cowboys are going to come away with the football.
And this defense, they've been searching for a splash play, and they got a big one here. Great job separating the man from the ball on the sack. And now it's up to their offense. Can they take advantage of this sudden change situation?
This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Back to throw is Prescott. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
15 yards.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. That gets him to 100 yards exactly after that reception and gets his team a first down.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
First down throw there is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He pulls it in around the 5. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. Now, a big 3rd down. Prescott again. This one on the 4. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
Here is 1st and goal.
Yeah! Sliding.
They'll throw again. Dak. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups That's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't
What the
create
fuck
great
is he
separation,
doing?
Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
He's gonna.
Play clock has expired. You're not going to get this one off on top. And now it's a 9-point game, so they'll go for just one here. The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. 15.
Right, so I take it. Man.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Justice Hill to return.
Justice Hill on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Down to a knee, here goes Jackson. And that should do it. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.